5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim,
And my name's Muhammad Yusuf Bashforth.
and affectionately we're known as
The two white Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
It's you say that as if it's a chore.
No,
And it's not.
Not for us.
It's not. It
Not
is-
for us.
it is
It's
for the
not.
listeners.
It's exactly. I'm talking to them.
The poor things.
You poor things. Here we go again. You poor things.
Those whose radios are broken, they can't
Yes.
can't switch
Can't turn
them
it off. Dog's in the corner whimpering. He's got
Yeah.
one head on one ear on the floor, the other one being covered up by a paw.
Yeah, yeah.
Bless
It's got its lead in its mouth.
Yes,
It's just
yes.
whimpering.
Come on, Dad, take us out. Then on. As soon as I hear that, 5. Oh, no. 4. Come on. Now we're here again.
Fantastic.
Do you know what we've got?
What?
A brilliant list.
I'm looking forward to this.
It is
already.
one of those lists.
You know what? I love it when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you say, we've got a great list.
Yes. Oh, no, this is
But
a
this
cracker.
is brilliant.
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
one's brilliant.
Cool. Good.
Brilliant.
Good.
Brilliant.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the things we're going to talk about
Go on.
is we're basically going to discuss, well, what is Allah?
Everything.
Amazing.
He is amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
But Allah wrote something at the very start of time,
Yep.
which came to fruition over this week, and it's going to blow your mind. Because there is no coincidence. There is no coincidence. Allah has had a little word with Google.
Really?
Just you wait till we get to this one.
Ooh.
Just you wait. It is amazing. You will just go, wow, no, it has to be a coincidence. That. No such thing as coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence. That was written millennia ago,
You know, Google is so big
and it's happened.
and they're so full of themselves.
Yes.
I'm tempted to think that if that had happened, they'd have said, who are you?
Yes, yeah. Who are you to tell us?
Who are you?
Who are you? No, honestly. But
Really?
it was already written. It was written
Absolutely.
several
Of course it is.
millennia
Everything is.
ago,
Everything is.
at the very beginning of time.
Everything is.
So, and it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So I can't wait to talk about that. Cannot wait. It's one of those, it's worth being late for work for. You should listen to this.
Well,
Listeners, I'm talking listeners, Dan.
I expect everybody to do
Yeah,
exactly
everyone
that.
will have heard of this.
As soon as we start.
Yes.
Yeah, in
Oh,
the
that's
morning,
it. Feet up.
3 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed into work until about 10:10.
Yeah, we've had people write in and say, do you know, I was listening on my way to work, I didn't stop, ended up in Glasgow,
Yeah.
you know, and for which we apologise.
No, Glasgow's a nice place. Nice place to
It
visit.
is a nice place.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, good.
It was, after all, the Glaswegians who said, immigrants are welcome, Katie Hopkins can
Beep.
off. Come on, you Ouijas. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that is going to blow your mind.
Good.
You know, we get slightly annoyed. Full stop.
Yeah.
Yes. And we've got annoyed before about airport security.
Yes.
I'm going to get annoyed about airport security
Okay.
again.
Okay.
They make us take our belts off and our shoes off
Yes.
and stand with our arms up.
Yes.
Yet, this kind of thing still happens.
Okay.
So we're going to have a little conversation about that.
Yep.
We're going to talk about some passengers.
Okay.
We're just going to talk about some passengers and what they've managed, not what they managed to do, what happened.
Yep.
And we've described our idea of Dante's hell before.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Okay.
Get ready.
Is the passengers on?
A mode of transport.
Okay.
A mode of transport. And what then happened to them.
Okay.
Bless them.
Okay.
Bless them. Oh, dear. They found some mummies.
Have they?
Yes. I love stuff like this.
I
know you do. I can see from your face you're like
great.
me.
It's great.
I love stuff like this.
Did they find them in Egypt?
Do you know, I'm assuming, but it's the number of them that they found.
Really?
Maybe it wasn't, because surely would have heard more about it. I'm now going to have a little look. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, this doesn't make very good. I don't know, but there's a lot of them.
Okay.
That's the thing. There's a lot of them. And I've written it down and then I've forgotten. Right. Anyway.
Right. It's all right. Don't worry.
No, here we go. I'll tell you very quickly. Uncovered in Egypt.
Thought so.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's where
you would assume.
That's where they're all from.
Well, I was
isn't
thinking,
it?
could it be Mayans? They had pyramids. They didn't have mummies, did they?
No.
So the
Mayans had.
silly Junaid.
I've been
Of course.
to the Mayan pyramid.
Have you?
Yes.
Is it as impressive as it looks?
It's incredible.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's called Kukulkan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
I
pyramid.
even like the name.
So do I. And in the top of the pyramid, there's
Yes.
a chamber
Really?
where they had a thing called a chakmul.
Okay.
And that is like their sun god. They
Really?
used to worship, or is it sun god or rain god? Oh,
Their god.
It's their whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And they used to sacrifice people
Really?
on that. Yes, it's still there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
unpleasant.
Yeah. But the steps up to
Yes.
the top
Yep.
of this pyramid. Okay, so if you look at the steps from the side,
Yep.
yeah. So you've moved away from the pyramid and you're
Yes.
now looking towards the steps.
Yep.
You can see the steps, the
Yes.
side view of the steps going up all the way to the top of the
Yes.
pyramid. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, 2 times of the year, that's the summer and
Yeah.
winter solstice.
Solstices, go on.
What happens is that a shadow is cast on those stairs going down that forms the image of an undulating snake.
Oh my
And
goodness.
the bottom of those steps is a gigantic stone snake's head.
Wow.
So, at that time of year, and people travel
Yeah.
from all over the world
well
to come
imagine.
and see this,
For twice a year.
it shows the shadow at that particular time,
Oh
on
my.
that particular day, the shadow of a snake
Yeah.
going down the steps and finishing with the big stone snake's head at the bottom.
Wow.
Now, I cannot get my head
No.
round
Nope.
that thousands of years ago,
Yes.
they designed that
Yep.
and built it
Yep.
in such a way as to know that that was going to happen
At the very pinnacle.
twice a year.
Yeah. Twice a year.
I mean, how do you do that?
It's amazing.
How do you do it? Thousands
It's
of years
amazing.
ago. How did they do that?
And I used to think, well,
It's outrageous.
why would they do that? For it only to be used twice a year.
Yeah.
Then I went to King Arthur's castle in Cornwall.
Okay.
And not King Arthur's castle, to is it Tintagel Castle?
Okay.
The one that's way up. You have to walk up hundreds and hundreds of steps, and it's right up, and it's on the pinnacle, and it's very much in disarray now. But it's amazing. It's an amazing
Yep.
place. And it's overlooking the sea, and you're right up against it. So when you go up to the top, you're looking down over these cliffs. It's incredible. Of no strategic use whatsoever because of where it is. And it transpires, it was built with there was a fort or something built as a slight strategic thing. And then a king said, oh, well, I want to mimic that. If they were there,
Yep.
and it might have been King Arthur, I want to be there as well. And it's reputedly King Arthur's castle.
Yep.
So, for all those reasons, I want to build a castle. I want it there. Do you know how many times I visited it?
Go on.
Twice. So it was like, they didn't live in it. They didn't live in it. They just built these things and then went every now and again. The rich then were like the rich now.
Wow.
It's extraordinary. And you just don't think about it. You think, if they build a castle, surely they're going to live in it.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No. It was made for entertaining purposes only.
They also had a structure that was steps on each side,
Right. Yeah.
and it was like to sit on. So it's like an auditorium.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then at each end they had a structure that was like a stage.
Right.
So they had 2 opposing sides. Yeah.
Right.
And the clan leaders.
Yep.
And their entourage sat at either side.
Yep.
Okay. And then on the sides of this you had the spectators. And
Right.
it was a games a games court. Yeah.
Right.
And it was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was built in such a way, and I still can't get my head around this, that when you stood at one end,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're talking about maybe 150 metres to
Yeah.
the other end,
Yes.
and when you stood at either end, you could actually talk to each other at this volume.
Oh, my
The acoustics were so amazing
Oh
that
my
you could actually
goodness.
have a conversation with each other without raising your voice 100 and odd metres away.
So imagine when that's full and
It
people
was
are braying and cheering.
unbelievable.
It would be a cacophony of sound.
And halfway down, there were two massive stone hoops,
Right.
about what, 20 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Two massive stone hoops, and it was the ball court. It was like basketball.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, but this game from thousands of years ago
Yep.
was where the two opposing teams, and they used some kind of ball,
Yep.
and the idea was to knock the ball through the stone hoops. Yeah, we think.
We assume.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we also know, because of the carvings on the walls, and they've all been interpreted, and
Yes.
we've got the full story as to
Yeah.
as to
Is
how
this
this
gonna be a bit
game
gruesome?
how this game used to pan out.
Yeah.
The winning team
Yeah.
were the ones that were sacrificed to the god.
Really?
Yeah.
You fought. You played so that you could be sacrificed.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. And the losing team
Yeah.
were it was like you have to win.
Yes.
You have to win because
Yes.
you win the honour of being
Of
sacrificed.
being sacrificed. Wow.
If you lose, you're nothing.
Wow.
You are nothing. And what they did with the nothings in that team
Yeah.
is they used to throw them into the Senate, which is about 20 metres drop into water,
Right.
and there's no way out.
Oh my goodness.
So they just used to chuck them in there, and they would tread water for as long as they can.
So
And then
basically,
drown.
you're going to play this game. You are going to die at the end of it.
Yeah.
Do you want to die being sacrificed to the gods,
Yeah.
or do you want to
Do you want
drown?
to be chucked into water and drowned? Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the game. Yeah.
Wow.
What an amazing place. So
Wow.
this is all in Chichen Itza, the site of the
Yep.
Mayan temples and the Mayan this, that, and the other.
Yep.
There's loads of stuff that they haven't yet uncovered.
Right.
Loads of stuff.
Yes.
But they're still doing that.
Yep.
And I was honoured to meet one of the guys that is in charge of the coordinating the search of that site, and it goes miles into forest.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's in charge of actually uncovering all these absolute gems. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, under this site, there's a system of caves and tunnels.
Oh.
Yeah, that have, you know, the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
So
manana.
exciting. Yeah.
No, manana. We'll get to it one day.
Oh,
Who knows?
my
Who knows? But
goodness.
you know,
They
there's
might
other things
lead to.
There's
you
other
know,
things to do.
They might lead to a fifth dimension. But look tomorrow.
we'll get to it sometime. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
There might be jewels and diamonds and gold and precious stuff under
Yeah.
there, and they're expecting that is the case. Yeah. So this chap that I spent a bit of time with
Yep.
while I was there, in a tiny little village called Piste, which is about 1 kilometre away from Chichen Itza.
Right.
His want in life, all he wanted in
Yeah.
his life, was a metal detector.
Right.
That's all he wanted,
Oh my goodness.
because he knew his way down, and he knew what he was likely to find.
Yeah.
And he could never afford to buy
Oh,
a metal
wow.
detector.
Yeah.
And he could never, because he had a
Dream of-
family to keep. He was paid for doing the job that he
Yeah,
does, but it was
but
not
not
enough
enough,
to put food on the
yeah.
table and, you know, to clothe his kids, and
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. So we kind of sent him one.
Wow.
Yeah, I say we. It's myself and a friend
Yep.
met two other good friends
Right.
there. We
Wow.
met them there.
Yeah.
Well, we met them in Merida, which
Yeah.
is in North Yucatan,
Right.
Mexico. We met them there.
Yep.
On Valentine's Day. So I'll never forget that. It was
Yep.
14th February, 1988.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
going back.
And we went armed with nothing other than a backpack,
Yeah.
the innards of a tent. You didn't need the outside bit because it never rains.
Wow.
Just the
of
innards of a
course.
tent. Yeah, a mat to sleep on.
Yep.
Yeah, and when we got there, the first thing we bought was a hammock,
Right.
because every place that you go to has got hammock hooks.
Wow.
And you can hang up your hammock
Goodness.
and sleep in it.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, what a great trip that was.
Oh, it'd be
but yeah, the pyramid, incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, the undulating snake, the snake's head at the bottom.
that's amazing.
At the summer solstice. That's just mind blowing.
And those pyramids dwarf the ones in Egypt, apparently.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. I wouldn't say it dwarfs the
Right.
Egyptian one, but
Right.
it is huge.
Yes. Yeah.
The one that I saw.
So we're going to talk about that. We're
Yep.
going to talk about a car that's got people into trouble.
Okay.
And anything
Got
else?
people into trouble.
Yeah, it's got one. It's got one person in trouble.
Right, okay.
It has got somebody into trouble. It's got
Okay.
somebody into serious trouble. He's now kind of ducking and weaving on it, but it's like really.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Okay.
It's quite interesting.
Okay.
So yes, that's us. That's our little list.
Great. Well, we'll crack on with
Yes.
that after we've done a little bit, of this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Well.
Well, what?
Well. We've got to go for this one then because we bigged it up. We're bigging it up in the introduction, and it's the fact that some mummies have been uncovered in Egypt.
Wow.
Guess how many?
Dozen?
No.
20?
No.
100?
Oh, not quite. 50.
Oh, wow.
Tomb containing 50 mummies.
Altogether.
And
So, okay,
I'm going to
so-
show you that. There's 3 of them.
Wow.
Look at that. There's a bloke stood next to 3 mummies.
Wow.
I'm just showing a picture to Uncle Yusuf here. There is a bloke stood looking at 3 mummies. There's 50 of them.
Incredible.
50.
So, okay, I always thought that the mummification of a body was kind of reserved for royalty.
Yes.
Yeah, important people,
Yes.
dignitaries and the
Yep.
likes. 50 of them all in
50.
one go.
Yes.
So, they only mummified a body when it was dead, of course.
Absolutely.
And they did it at the time of death.
Yeah.
So if they've got 50 bodies mummified,
Yep.
that was 50 important people
Yes.
who died pretty much at the
Yep.
same time.
Yeah. It's mind-blowing as I was reading through this. Absolutely mind-blowing. Because it says that it's in a pharaonic tomb.
Okay.
So it's not just a case of, 50 people have died, let's mummify them. But it's not practice run. Do you know what I mean? This isn't mummy school. It says, Egyptian archaeologists have uncovered a pharaonic tomb containing 50 mummies dating back to the Ptolemaic 323 to 30 BC.
Okay, just say it like that. It's
So
easier.
2,500 years,
Wow.
near enough.
Yeah.
In Minya, south of Cairo, the Ministry of Antiquities have said the mummies, 12 of which were of children.
Ooh.
Yes. Were discovered inside 4 9-metre deep burial chambers in the Tuna El Gebel archaeological site. The identity of the mummies was still unknown, said Mustafa Waziri, who's on everything, I think. We have not found names written in hieroglyphics, he said. He added it was obvious from the mummification method that the individuals whose remains were found had to some extent held important or prestigious positions.
Yeah,
So it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're saying. But 50 of them in a series of little tombs.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Because I keep thinking, they can't possibly find any more. They cannot possibly find any more.
Yes, they can.
And then you think, hang on a minute,
Yes, they can.
there would have been hundreds of these
Yeah.
burial sites. Hundreds.
Yes.
I don't think they found hundreds.
No, they haven't.
So they've
No.
just got to keep digging.
There's loads of them to be found.
It's
loads of them.
amazing.
But this kind of this is unique, isn't it? Because you normally find one.
One. Yes.
One.
Yes.
And that was the president of, or
Yes.
the
the
head
pharaoh
of,
at
or
that time,
leader
yes.
of, or blah,
Yes.
blah.
Yeah.
One.
Or a high-ranking official.
Surrounded by a load of stuff all the
Absolutely.
trinkets
They
that
can
he
take
wanted.
to his next life,
Yeah,
apparently.
all
Yes.
the stuff that he wanted in his next life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd find one surrounded by a load of treasure. Yeah,
Excuse me.
that's pretty much it.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you'd move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's an important find.
That
in
alone
itself.
is
And if
amazing.
you go to the Cairo Museum and have a look at some of the stuff that
incredible.
they found, it
Yes.
is amazing.
It's amazing. It is
I
absolutely
loved that place.
me too. Mind-blowing.
Loved it.
Mind-blowing.
I only had a day.
Yes.
But I spent the full day there.
Wow.
And I could have spent a week.
Well, I think I had 2 hours in there, and that was
Oh.
it. And so basically, you rushed through to Tutankhamun's
Yeah,
bits,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
because I had a day to do everything.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to go back.
Oh, it's
It's
fantastic.
spectacular.
I had a week in Cairo.
oh, I'd love that.
A week in Cairo.
I'd
so
love
we
it.
did the Giza, we did the pyramids, etc., etc.
Yes.
But yeah, we spent a day in the museum, and it was a phenomenal place.
Incredible.
But coming back to this find,
Yes.
50 mummies.
Yes.
There's something catastrophic happened there.
I mean, that's...
Something catastrophic
Yes.
has happened, because
Yes.
these are all important
They're
people
all important people, all high-ranking,
who all died at the same time.
died at the same time. So you can't help but think some kind of plague or disease.
Yeah, or some kind of mass poisoning, or
But if it was mass poisoning...
some kind of war. Yeah.
But if it was a war, you wouldn't think there'd have been...
No, you kind of know
mummified.
about it, wouldn't you?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the
know
victors
about
would
it.
go, nah.
Yeah, no, just, yeah.
And it says, some of the mummies were found wrapped in linen, while others were placed in stone coffins or wooden sarcophagi.
Yes.
So I think there's some effort gone into that.
Yes, there is.
Stone coffins, carved out of stone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even the wooden ones take some doing.
Yeah.
These are not shy of a bob or two
That's right.
during their lifetime,
Yeah.
and there's 50 of them. It's
Wow.
just incredible.
I look forward to them carrying on digging there.
Yes.
Yeah, and carrying on unearthing stuff,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that they will find the reason why
Good
this
point.
has happened.
Yes.
Because that will have to have been documented
Yes,
at that
because
time, won't
it's
it?
unusual that it's not, like I said, they've not found any hieroglyphs, they've not found any communication or insignia that would identify these people, yet they can tell that these people are really quite,
Yeah.
that in their lifetime they were quite
Quite important.
well-to-do,
Yeah.
shall we say. And, yeah.
Wow.
Imagine if I found a mummy. Oh, we found one. 2. I found 3,
Found
4,
three,
6, you
six.
say. 8, 15,
How many?
27. You found 38, 45. That you're taking the mic on.
Outrageous.
50.
Right, I can't be. You can imagine the telephone conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, as they're uncovering each one.
Yeah.
Found another one.
Found another one. No, you can't.
Really? How many is that
That's
now? I'm counting
ridiculous.
these. I've got to 5. You can't have found 5.
Exactly.
6 what?
Yeah. What?
50.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
50. Is it,
What have you
April,
been-
is it April the 1st?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Where is it? Come on, Jeremy. Where are you?
Yeah. Where's that candid camera? Where is it?
But just amazing. 50. 50. What a find.
Unbelievable.
50.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, amazing. Love stuff like that. Don't know why.
So do I.
Fascinates
So do I.
me.
I'm absolutely fascinated by it. And
Incredible. And I know we shouldn't be examining body. We shouldn't be doing that.
No.
But it's
digging up bodies is
fascinating.
not a good idea.
But they weren't buried.
No, but you know, still not,
I know.
not
I know.
good.
I'm just
but I
trying to justify it in
remember
my
going
mind.
into a specific chamber
Right.
in the Cairo Museum,
Yes.
and you have to pay extra to get into this bit.
Right.
Yeah. And you go into this, and it's fully air conditioned.
Right.
And these mummies are in glass cases. Wow. And they've peeled back all the bandages
Oh, my
to reveal
goodness.
the face of Ramesses.
Really?
So you can go in there and you can see the face, yeah, and you can see the hair.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can see they've put plastic eyes in, but
Yeah.
to make it look real and
Wow.
bodily. But you can see the skin.
Good Lord.
It's all just perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the teeth.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can see everything. Just features. You can see what that man looked like.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big as you might think.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite small and
Golly.
just like made of nothing really.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess when
Yeah.
you, when you
It'll have lost a little bit.
it'll have lost a bit of weight.
Yeah. 2,000 years underground.
Yeah.
It'll have lost a little bit.
2,000 years of being worm food.
Yes.
They have
yeah.
worms in the desert. I don't know.
Scallop beetle. Scallops.
But you could actually see the features. You could
Yeah.
actually see who or what he would have looked like.
Yeah.
And it was kind of creepy.
I'll bet it was.
Really creepy. But there it is, and it's for all to see.
Wow.
So if you ever get chance, listeners, yeah, you 3 men, a dog, and 2
Yeah,
sisters,
too late. Yeah.
if you ever get a chance to go to Egypt,
Get a bus.
do so. And the modern trip is to go to what's it called? The Sharm el Sheikh.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Because that's the place where the beaches are. And the
Well,
nightlife
exactly.
and
But it's a long way
the
away
hotels
from.
and
You'd
blah, blah,
have to get a flight.
You'd
don't
have
you?
to get a flight to go
Yeah.
to Cairo. Spend some time in Cairo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's dirty, dusty.
Yes.
It's unsafe.
Yeah.
The roads are atrocious.
Yep.
It's a mayhem.
A lot of
place.
noise.
Loads of noise. It's
Yeah.
horrible. But at
Amazing.
the same time,
Yeah.
it is
It's
just
everything you imagine it to be.
amazing.
Yes.
And it's the kind of environment that I thrive in. I love this kind of place. The hustle bustle, everything's going on around you. Your senses are in overload in that place.
Like an assault on the senses.
If you're interested in that kind of history, you are going to go into overload on that kind of history in that place. It is phenomenal.
Incredible.
You know, when you see a picture of the pyramids and there's 3 of them,
yes,
and you see them, and then I mean, I've seen thousands of pictures of 3 pyramids.
Yes.
If you go behind those pyramids, there's a load more.
Yes.
Smaller ones.
Absolutely.
But nobody ever sees that.
No. And the Sphinx is directly adjacent to it.
Directly
you don't
in front
realise.
of the pyramids.
You don't realise.
No. You think
and then there's the big temple thing next behind the Sphinx, and you're like, oh my goodness, they only show the pyramid. Look at all this.
I know. It's incredible. And the Sphinx, how big is
that?
It's
incredible.
It's amazing.
Incredible.
And of course, it was partially destroyed during the World War.
Yes.
Wasn't it? But it's still an amazing thing to go and see. It's just staggering when you think about who actually did that and the tools that they had at the time and etc. It was just staggeringly amazing.
Yes.
So if you ever get a chance to go to Egypt, don't go to the Sharm el Sheikh site, or maybe
or do that as well.
Maybe you can do that as well.
Yes.
If you can afford to do this, then great. But get to Cairo and just see the stuff. It is fascinating.
Amazing.
Fascinating stuff. I loved it there. It's one of the places I wouldn't mind going back to.
I
very rarely say that
go.
when I go on holiday. I usually say, all right, I've seen it now.
Yeah.
Brilliant
Next.
as it is.
Next.
And I'll go
I want
go
to go. I want to go back. I want to
go
the
back
kids.
there.
I want to have a look.
Yeah, see that.
I really
see that
do.
again. Fantastic. But before I book that, which I'm very tempted to do right now.
Let's have a break and Google it.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
There we go. See you later.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Apparently when you say it, it's appreciated. It's appreciated by at least one of our listeners.
One of our sisters.
One of our sisters likes how you say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Because you say Alhamdulillah. You say it properly, I go Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I say it all Yorkshire.
Alhamdulillah.
It comes out all Yorkshire.
Alhamdulillah.
But it's quite funny because as we were being introduced to it, or as we were introducing ourselves to it, because it was at an event, somebody on stage said Assalamu alaikum, and I went, Wa alaikum assalam. She went, oh, that's exactly how it sounds.
Yes, she did.
It was so weird. She went, oh, that's it.
That's it. Oh, I can tell it.
You.
I can tell it.
Just from Wa alaikum assalam. Brilliant. Oh, because I do think if somebody says it on stage, you should shout it back at them.
Absolutely should. Absolutely.
You should shout it back. You should raise your voice to them in a good way.
Absolutely.
In a good way. Oh, wow. I very quick, I wanted to get into this because this is, again, you know, we do some things and you think, ooh, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And, think you're having a bad day.
Okay.
Well.
I love these.
Well, somebody really rather famous had a bit of a bad day of late.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if it was self-imposed.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I maybe need to read through this again.
Yeah.
But it's like, ooh, that's a bit naughty, that. That is a little bit naughty.
Let's have it. I'll tell you what. I'll give you an opinion.
Yes. You
can accept it if you like.
Absolutely.
You can adopt it if you wish.
Jerry Seinfeld sued over fake Porsche that sold at auction for $1.5 million.
Wow.
So the Porsche was a real Porsche.
Yes.
The fake bit, I think, was the provenance.
Right.
Because cars, if they have provenance, it makes them more exclusive, which makes it more expensive.
Yes.
And I remember when Chris Evans, at that time, paid the most money for a car ever, and he paid just under $12 million.
Wow.
I think it was about £9 million or something, £8 million. But it was for a Ferrari California.
Yeah.
And the California are rare anyway.
Yep.
And it's beautiful because each panel was handcrafted.
Yep.
So they say there's no two Ferrari Californias are identical
Yep.
because the panels have been beaten.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So they to look at them, they look the same, but a panel beater would see.
A trained eye would see.
Oh, that one. Beautiful. I think of absolute beauty.
Yep.
But it had been owned by James Coburn.
Okay.
And James Coburn had owned it for about 27 years.
Yep.
He loved this car.
Yeah.
But he was talked into buying it by Steve McQueen when they were filming The Great Escape.
Wow.
So you want provenance to a car?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's fairly cool, isn't it?
So they were filming together. They were good friends. Steve McQueen is an absolute petrol head.
Yep.
You know, he used to race motorbikes, he used to
Yeah,
race
yeah.
cars.
Yep.
He did his own stunts.
I know.
Over those
fences.
Over those fences,
Yeah.
he did those on the bike.
Yeah.
That was not in the film. They had that written in
Yeah.
because he was a dirt bike rider.
Yes.
And he went, why don't we do this then? So, you know, the whole getting away on a motorbike thing was written in because Steve McQueen was in the movie. And so you've got Steve McQueen and James Coburn making the movie, chat. And Steve McQueen says, James Coburn says, think about buying a new car. And Steve McQueen says, you know what you should buy? And talked him into buying the California. James Coburn bought it and loved it and kept it for decades, kept it for years and years and years. And there's pictures of him in it, and it's very well documented that is what happened. And then Chris Evans bought it, paid an awful lot of money for it. So the provenance...
the thing is that now he's bought it as an investment, it will just be increasing in value.
Oh, crikey, yes, yeah.
So he might have spent £9 million on it, which anybody would think is utterly ludicrous on a car.
Yes,
because you can get nicer cars for massively less money.
Absolutely.
But it's not about the car.
It's not about the car.
It's partly about the car. If you love cars and you're a petrol head and you appreciate the beauty of an incredible car, it is about the car to some extent.
But when
it is more about the money.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more about the investment.
Oh, well, yes.
And the fact that car from day one is just going to appreciate in value.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because of the story behind it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine having, the Ferrari California that Elvis bought because John Lennon talked, you know what I mean? I don't think such a thing exists, but can you imagine if it did? Oh. You know what I mean? Can you imagine having John... I remember John Lennon getting a Rolls Royce. Having John Lennon's Rolls Royce, if it was... I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paul McCartney had talked him into buying it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. So, this Porsche is considered now to be a fake.
Right.
And Jerry Seinfeld sold it at auction. So, Jerry Seinfeld has been sued by a company that claims he sold its representative a rare it is a rare Porsche that turned out to be a fake. And he sold it for $1.54 million. What's more, the buyer of the 1958 Porsche 356A, 1500 GS/GT Carrera Speedster, I'm liking it just from the title,
so am I.
Has maintained the superstar comedian intentionally misrepresented the authenticity of the sports car. Oops. Seinfeld's attorney has denied the allegations and went as far as to call the lawsuit frivolous. I'm sure he did. But it was Fico Frio Limited made the purchase in Amelia Island, Florida, and eventually took it to one of the world's most reputable Porsche dealers, who in turn questioned the authenticity of the vehicle. Wow. The suit also claimed that Seinfeld called a rep for the buyer last June and left a voicemail apologising and promising a full refund.
Ooh.
If that's not you know what I mean?
That's not an admission of guilt.
But it said the refund never came, so now they're suing him. They're suing him. But now what I'm just trying to read down for is the reason why it's a fake.
Yes.
What makes it a fake? Because I think the fact that it's a Porsche is true. Here we go. Yeah, absolutely. Porsche built only 151 Carrera Speedsters between 1955 and 1959, and fewer than 90 had the GS/GT trim the buyer thought they were getting.
Okay.
The 64-year-old star has showed his love for fancy vehicles, blah, 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 blah. And I do remember he did some Seinfeld episode, and he said, don't pay me, just give me a Porsche. And they gave him a Porsche in payment. Now, let's be honest, That's still payment.
Yeah.
Don't pay me in money.
Yeah.
Give me a car worth.
Yeah.
Don't pay me in money.
Yeah.
Give me a car worth lots of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think what they're saying is, it is a Porsche.
Yeah.
It might be from that year, but it isn't the GS GT.
Right.
And the GS GT is worth significantly more money.
Right.
So even at that level,
Yeah.
even at that level,
Yeah.
they can still have the little bit of a, it's not a GS that, it's not a GS.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've done an awful lot of work in the motor trade,
Yeah.
and the number, they're called bringing a car in. When they buy in somebody's part exchange, it's called
Yeah.
bringing a car in.
Yeah.
And they'll say, oh, I brought a car in, and I thought it was a GT, it only turned out to be a GS. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
So they brought it in on one spec level, paid the money
Yeah.
commensurate with that spec level to find out it's only something else.
Lower.
Oh, I bought it in as a 2 litre.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
only a 1.6.
Yeah.
It even happens with $1.5 million cars.
Okay, so
How
when you're
extraordinary
a
is
car
that?
dealer,
Yes.
you're wanting to sell cars.
Yes.
And you sell a car on the basis that you're going to buy in somebody's old car.
Old car. Yes. Yes.
So you buy that in.
Yep.
You're selling a car.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever you get in return,
Yep.
as long as it's to within a few quid either side
Yep.
of what your expectation is, you're at least selling a car.
Yes.
You do a bit of due diligence.
Yes.
In that you tend to have a look around the
Well, that's the
car
whole
that's
point.
coming in.
If you're a motor dealer working on the vast majority of deals, there are rules within that dealer group. As an example, you do a full walk round
around
of the car.
Yeah.
You annotate every ding, dint, scratch, bump or scuff.
Yeah.
You also put it in all 5, 6 gears.
Yeah.
You put it in first, drive it forward 10 feet. You put it in reverse, drive it back 10 feet.
Okay.
It's to that degree.
Right.
Because the reason why some people part exchange a car is because there's something wrong with it.
Gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that didn't happen on our recent.
Did it
exchange.
not?
No.
Wow.
He went out there.
Right.
He did a 360.
Cursory glance.
360. Glanced it.
Yeah.
He checked the tyre depth,
Right.
tyre tread depth.
Yep.
Yeah, on each tyre.
Yes.
Wrote it all down.
Yep.
Came back in. Said, done deal.
Right. Yeah.
So he didn't get in it.
Yeah.
He checked the mileage. Yeah, but he didn't actually get in the car.
Right,
He didn't
yeah.
start the car. He didn't
Yes.
start the engine. He didn't listen to it. He didn't
That's
do anything.
extraordinary.
Yeah, he didn't do any of that at all.
Right.
So I'll never mention who that was.
No.
Which Land Rover dealership in Wakefield that could
Yeah,
be.
yes,
I'll
yeah.
never mention that.
Yes.
In case he gets into bother.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's what happened.
Yep.
Yeah. But you would think, wouldn't you, that when you're dealing with 30 grand
Yes.
as a trade-in
Yep.
and a new car sale,
Yep.
30 grand on the table.
Yes.
You're going to do some due dil.
Yes.
When you're talking $1.5 million,
Exactly.
where's your due dil on that?
Exactly.
So the person that bought that
Yep.
must have had his head somewhere I can't mention.
Well, but the thing is,
I'm sorry.
I would suggest
I'm
maybe
sorry.
the due deal was Jerry Seinfeld said it was a GSGT.
not
You know
enough.
what I mean?
Not enough.
In
I
which
am
case,
sorry.
there is some paperwork somewhere that says it's a GSGT.
Yeah.
Somebody's manufactured it.
Yeah.
That's
possibly.
the thing. You watch on Top Gear when they buy these beat up cars and,
Yeah.
and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I remember Jeremy Clarkson was once going through, because people keep all the receipts.
Yeah.
When they're going to sell it on, they go, oh, so this, and he went, oh, and they're like, what? He goes, there's a receipt here, and on the receipt it says £1.50 for a GT badge. Oops. So he's bought a bogger with a GT badge on it. You know what I mean? So these things happen.
Yeah,
People
they
just
do.
look and go, it's a
They do.
GT. That
No, I
why
get
is it a
that.
GT? Because it's got a badge on it.
And again, when Top Gear are doing that, and
Yeah.
that
Oh,
will
that's
be
fun.
that will be
That's
part of the
funny.
script. That's
That's
just
funny. Yes.
But
1.54 million.
1.5 million.
Yep.
I'm sorry. The buyer needs to do a little bit more
Yep.
research and due dil on that car before he parts with that kind of money.
But that's the whole
Ridiculous.
point. They're saying, we did the due deal. You gave us documentation that says it's a GSGT. We have subsequently found out
It's not.
it's not.
Right.
It is the whatever model.
Okay. So
they're not disputing the fact that it's a Porsche.
They subsequently found out how.
That I don't know.
By taking it.
Oh no, by taking it to a
Porsche dealer.
to somebody who did due diligence on it.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
Fair comment.
So
Fair
I'm
comment.
sorry, but
yeah,
the
they
buyer,
could have done that before.
The
is what you're
buyer
saying. Yes.
in that in that equation, it
Yes.
was culpable.
Sold a seat.
Absolutely, sold a seat. Culpable, and there should be no lawsuit.
Yeah.
Because a price ticket on any item, whether it's sold by a dealer or not,
Yeah.
it's not an offer. It's an invitation, isn't it? You're not making an offer. I sell you this at that price.
That said,
you're putting out
Yeah.
that item and saying that price is an invitation.
Yes.
If you want to buy it, it's an invitation to treat in law, isn't it? So
but the difference there, that let's say you walked into a car dealership today,
Yeah.
and you bought a Golf GTI,
Yeah.
and the dealership said it's a Golf GTI,
Yeah.
and the invoice said Golf GTI, and the car had a GTI badge on it,
Yeah.
and you drove it away and thought it's a bit sluggish for the GTI.
a bit slow,
this.
yeah.
It's not exactly fast. Why has it got windy windows? You know what I mean? And you take it to another VW, they go, it's not a GTI. It's
Yeah.
not a GTI. It's got a GTI badge on it, and it says GTI on the invoice. That's not a GTI.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go, oh, silly me. You'd go back to the dealer and say, you said this was a GTI.
yeah.
So, but to be fair, man on the street compared to somebody, I'm with you on this one. Man on the street compared to somebody, 1.5 million. You think they'd have done a bit of judo?
Absolutely.
You think they'd have done a bit
Absolutely.
of judo?
I think they're as much to blame
Wow.
as Seinfeld.
Culpable?
Culpable.
Yes. But it just shows, even at that level, even at your 1.5 million,
We all fear, don't we?
can get caught out by a motor dealer.
When we're buying a car, we all fear, don't we?
is.
And it's the natural fear.
It is,
I'm
because-
buying something that somebody's wanting to get rid of because
Yes,
there's
you're buying
an
somebody else's
inherent
problems,
problem,
absolutely.
and it's all going to go wrong.
Yes.
It's all these thoughts go through my head.
Yes.
Every time I pack with money
Yep.
on a car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I wouldn't dream of taking one without a warranty.
Which is now why I choose to buy cars in a different way.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have my car for 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Then it goes back, and
Yep.
I get a
Get another one.
new one back.
Absolutely.
And it's fully warranted up, and it's
Yep.
service with it, and etc. etc.
Yes.
Because I don't want to have to suffer the pain of,
Buying
and it's
something
not even the pain of spending the money to put the problem right.
Yeah.
It's the thought of having been duped.
Yeah, and also,
I don't want to feel like that.
the second you have to put something right on your car, you lose all confidence in it.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If it's a used car, if it's
Yes.
brand new,
Yeah.
and you've had it for, like, I mean, I've had my car for 8-9 years. To be fair.
Longer.
I don't, you know.
Yeah.
But because I bought it, but I've had it for a long time.
Yeah. 9
If
years.
anything goes
9
wrong,
years.
I know I'm not buying something. Oh, okay. To be fair, 9 years in,
Yeah.
I could possibly expect.
Yeah.
But if you've had a car for a year and you have to replace the brake pads, that'd annoy you. If you had a car a year and something happened to the seatbelt,
I understand about consumables.
Yeah.
Brake pads are consumable, aren't they?
Yeah.
They deplete, and you have to change them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the top end of the engine,
Yes.
if that goes,
Yeah. Or even a
that's
gasket.
a problem.
Even a gasket,
That's
which is
a
not
problem.
expensive, that would annoy me.
well, you have to regrind the top end of the engine.
Well, yes,
to
true.
put that
true,
right sometimes.
True.
Yeah, and sometimes it can't be repaired, as I found out with my BMW 3 Series.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, overheated because of a thermostat on the radiator conked. Overheated, blew the head gasket.
What do they call that? Unintentional consequences.
Yeah, whatever.
So it wasn't the thing. The thing going created a problem somewhere else.
Yes. That's right. And that thing going was about 20 quid to replace.
Yes.
The
And the thing that it
top of the
damaged.
engine was rather more than that.
Yeah. And the weird thing there is the thing that it
Thankfully.
damaged was then not covered under warranty because of unintended consequences.
Thankfully, on this occasion, it was.
Ah, right.
And,
Okay.
and we because it was within the time frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't expect a thermostat to go in 3 years.
No.
Luckily,
Yes.
I escaped
Woo!
with that.
Good
Escaped.
lordy, lordy,
Escaped.
lordy. But
Anyway,
yeah, even at 1.5 million, you still
can buy a Hummer.
find yourself. There's a chance of buying a lemon.
yeah.
That is just a nightmare, isn't it?
Shame. Talking about lemon.
Food related.
It is.
Another food related.
Food
products.
related.
Yes.
I don't have any lemons, but I do have bananas.
Yes.
But I can't have one of those without a muffin and a cup of tea.
Well, let's do that now then.
Get on with it. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Before we go any further,
Go on.
I remembered something.
It's not like you.
I know it's not like me at all. Or you.
Oh, me.
I mean, because we take all this and we put it into our podcast. We create our podcast from the talky bits of the show,
Yep.
and we occasionally have to listen to those just to
Yep.
make sure that they're all. And we both go, who's this?
Who said that?
Who said that?
I have no recollection of saying that at all.
Did we talk about this?
Honestly,
Extraordinary.
I listened to one of those podcasts the other day.
Yeah.
And it was the show where we had Saf with us.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Saf?
I do remember that being a great laugh. I've no idea what we talked about.
Saf?
She's fantastic.
I love Saf.
There's another presenter on the radio.
She does the drive time on a Wednesday evening.
Brilliant. Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday?
My memory's
It's one of those two.
pointless.
It is one of those
having
two.
a memory like mine. Could be Tuesday.
Where were we recently? It was Tuesday because we were coming back from the army barracks.
Yes, we were. Yes.
And we were listening to her show.
We were listening to her show.
We did, and we kept answering her questions.
Yep.
It was brilliant.
She's
and she gave us a
fantastic.
shout out.
Yes, she did.
She gave us a shout out, which was lovely.
So yes, it was the
She's
show where we had
She's
Saf.
funny. Oh, she's just so funny.
It was just hilarious.
It
that
was
show.
brilliant.
The whole thing.
Oh.
Absolutely loved it.
Oh.
If you've not got into our podcast yet,
That's number 11.
yes, episode 11.
Episode 11 it
Yeah.
was. I can't remember what it's called, but it's only because she
Episode
says, I've been listening to number 11, and
Yeah.
I can't remember saying any of this, but do you know what? I've just been crying laughing.
Yeah, it was
listening
so
to it.
funny. Yeah,
Isn't that weird?
excellent.
Well, I remembered something that we had spoken about, and I look, and I said, because I remember at the time going, I'll look up, I'll find out. Do you remember we had a conversation? It was, it's when we were doing our fantastic, fabulous,
Fun facts.
fantastic facts.
Yes.
And one of the fantastic facts
funny
was our funny facts, our French facts, our fabulous facts of the day.
Fabulous.
One of them
Fortuitous.
was that nobody has ever lasted more than 45 minutes in the quietest room in the world.
Yeah.
So in absolute silence. And we both went, oh, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I remember thinking that.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that.
And it staggered, and we went, why not?
Yeah.
Well, then I was telling you about that programme that I watched, and I watched it because child number one had written out to loads of people, saying, you must watch this, it's brilliant. And then we tuned in, and we watched it, and it was brilliant, and it was called Travelling Blind.
Yes.
And it's a blind chap who, as it happens, grew up in the good ladies' neck of the woods, and their families are really good friends. The families know each other, and she actually remembers when this guy lost his sight. Him and his younger sister lost his sight. He just goes all around the world, he just travels. Mm-hmm. And he says, well, okay, I can't see, so I take somebody with me who can describe things, but I help them as well because I get them to actually experience where they go, not let it all pass them by.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal programme. But there was one bit where he took a lady, was she called Sarah Porter or Sarah Pascoe? And they went very high up a mountain.
Yep.
Comedian. Went very high up a mountain, and they just laid in the grass and listened.
Yeah.
And he said, what can you hear? She went, nothing.
Yep.
She said, and it's deafening.
Yeah.
And it was really, really fascinating. And she said, I was born and raised in London. I've
Yep.
always lived in London.
Yep.
So there is always traffic, people
Noise.
talking.
There's always noise.
Buses going past,
Yep.
the hum of a fridge or a freezer, an
Yep.
air conditioning unit,
Yep.
television. There's always noise. She goes, but I now hear that noise as silence. She goes, and now we're here, I know what silence sounds like.
Yes.
I can hear the wind rustling in the leaves.
Yep.
I can hear insects flying about. But even that means she could hear stuff. It transpired because I thought, well, yeah, how come people can only spend 45 minutes in a silent room?
Yep.
It's because the silent room exists. It's a room where they've managed to get rid of all sound.
Okay.
So where she said, oh, wow, this is silence. It must be silent because I can hear insects. Not in this room, you can't. Because I can hear the wind. Not in this room, you can't. You can't hear anything. It's absolute silence. And at the 45-minute mark, people begin to hallucinate.
Wow.
They begin to hallucinate. So it's almost like if your brain can't stand silence. Right? It cannot stand complete silence. to the degree where if it has it for any more than 45 minutes, it starts making stuff up. It creates its own ambience. It creates its own mood or atmosphere, and it creates hallucinations. How cool is that?
I want to do that.
So do I.
I want to do
I was
it.
thinking exactly the same thing. So 45 minutes in, and you start having hallucinations.
God, give me that.
That's
I'd
incredible.
love that.
I'm hoping the good ones are
Well,
not
no, the thing is that
nasty.
this is where you find out what you're made of.
Well, yes.
This is what where you find out what your brain actually is
Yes.
and how it functions.
Yep.
And what you've got inside.
If the pictures aren't
This
there,
is your
your brain
imagination.
creates pictures.
This
If
is
the
your
sounds aren't
this
there,
is
the brain creates them.
This is your imagination
Yes.
playing out.
Turned up to 11.
Yeah. Oh, I want to do
How
that.
amazing
I want to
is
do that.
that?
Where can you go to do that?
I can't remember where. In fact, I'll look it up now. Where is the only silent room in the world? I've got it in my head. It might have been Europe. If I search it as how long, because that's what I searched. How long can people last in the quietest room in the world? That's I've looked it up. The longest that anyone has survived in the anechoic chamber at Orfield Laboratories. South Minnesota. It's not Europe at all. It's America.
It's close.
In laboratories, Orfield Laboratories in South Minnesota is just 45 minutes. It is 99.999% sound absorbent and holds the Guinness World Record for the quietest place on Earth. But stay there too long and you start hallucinating.
Wow.
Isn't that
I want to
just
try
incredible?
that.
So do
I
I.
really, really want to try that.
It's amazing.
So how do I get to South Minnesota, and why would they let me in that way?
Yeah. How does that work? It says, we all crave it, but can you stand the silence? Well, apparently not, because the longest anyone can bear Earth's quietest place is 45 minutes. They say silence is golden, but there's a room in the US that's so quiet it becomes unbearable after a relatively short period of time. The longest that anybody spent, 45 minutes.
Do you know what would happen to me?
Go on.
I'd fall asleep.
Yeah, but would you?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I would.
you?
I'd fall asleep.
Would you?
Yeah. I can fall asleep within 30 seconds anywhere.
Right.
Anywhere and pretty much at most times.
But I wonder if you'd
Shut
wake
my eyes
up
and go to sleep.
because your brain is saying, no, it's too quiet, something wrong.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. Or maybe that's where it'd get really weird, because I'd wake up and not know whether it was a dream or not.
Well, the bloke who runs the place says, when it's quiet, ears will adapt. The quieter the room, the more things you hear. Which is
Okay.
what Sarah Pascal was saying.
Yeah.
It's so quiet, I can hear the wind.
deafening, yes.
It's deafening. You'll hear your heart beating.
Yeah.
Think about that. You'll actually
Yeah.
hear your heart beating. Sometimes you can hear your lungs. You can hear your stomach gurgling loudly. In the anechoic chamber, you become the sound.
Wow.
And this is a very disorientating experience, Mr. Orfield explained. Oh, it's his name, that's why it's explained. That it's so disconcerting that sitting down is a must. You can't stand up. Have to sit down. So do topple over. He said, how you orient yourself is through sounds you hear when you walk. In the anechoic chamber, you don't have any cues. You take away the perceptual cues that allow you to balance and manoeuvre.
What?
Well, you balance through your ears, don't you?
Yeah, but that's a physical thing.
Well, it would appear not. If you're in there for half an hour, you have to sit in a chair. You can't stand up anymore.
So that's like it's a sonic thing.
Not sonic, but you
It
must have
can't
to
be.
hear sound. Well, I suppose
Yeah.
it's semi-sonic, so you have to hear sound
Exactly.
to know if
Exactly.
you,
This is
if you
confusing
stood up
me
or
now.
not.
I always thought the what was it, the three bones, isn't it?
Yes.
Hammer
Cochlear.
and thingy.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that was. It was basic biology. I can't remember. It's that long ago.
Yep.
But they're they tilt, don't they? When you tilt your head, the bones tilt to let you know that your head's tilting.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's how you maintain your balance. It's
Yes.
those three tiny little bones.
Yep.
That the sensors around them, and the impulses that they're sending to your brain that makes your brain understand that you're going to fall over
Yeah.
and stabilises you. Yeah.
Wow. I've just read on. Do
on.
you know what the room is used for?
No.
It's to test products, and many companies use it to test the loudness or quietness of their products.
Oh, yeah.
As an example, they will use it to test the sound display of a cell phone,
Okay.
the sound of a switch on a car dashboard.
Yeah.
So it's to see what that sounds like. It's also used to determine sound quality. Where did it say? Motorbike maker Harley Davidson used the lab to make their bikes quieter while still sounding like Harley Davidsons.
Wow.
So they're maintaining the sound whilst doing it quieter. We record products and people listen to them based on semantic terms like expensive, low quality. We measure their feelings and associations.
Wow.
It's incredible. NASA, meanwhile, uses a similar chamber to test its astronauts.
Yeah.
You know, in space,
Yeah.
can't hear you scream.
No. No sound in a
Yes.
vacuum.
They are put in a
Amazing.
water-filled tank inside the room to see how long it takes before hallucinations take place and whether they can work through it. Oh my goodness!
Why is there no sound in a vacuum?
I know the answer to this.
Go on.
It's because sound is passed through particles,
Yes.
and there's no particles in a vacuum.
Correct.
Hey!
Yeah.
We've had this conversation
Sound
before.
is in waves.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the wave is, it moves through,
It
it's
moves
particulate.
through particles.
It moves
Yeah.
through particles.
So,
Wow.
air is sufficient to carry sound.
Yes,
Without air,
no sound.
no sound.
Wow.
So, vacuum, no sound.
no sound.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And if you change the gas,
Yep.
if you change the constituents of air,
Yep.
sound travels either faster or slower.
Oh, okay.
That's why when you breathe in helium out of a balloon,
Right.
your voice goes really high pitched and squeaky
Because it's presumably
the sound's
travelling
travelling
quicker.
faster. Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
That is amazing.
I love stuff like this.
Oh, it's incredible.
Love stuff
incredible.
like this.
So, spend 45 minutes in a very quiet room. You'll begin to
Hallucinate.
hallucinate. How cool is that?
I think it's so cool. I want to be that person.
Me too. I want to try it.
I want to see.
Want to try it.
I want to understand what my imagination is.
Yes, what it's capable of.
What it can do.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it'll be fascinating.
Yep, let's do it.
But we'll have a cup of tea first, huh?
Yes, I think so. Of sorts.
Are you ready? Yes.
Yes, of sorts.
Would you like to inform your face?
I think I should inform my entire body.
Shall we start this again?
I think we should.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
How you diddling?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm brilliant. I've got some great news.
Really?
Some brilliant news.
I like good news.
You know, we don't believe in coincidence.
We don't.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
Because weird things are happening.
Okay.
You know, I'm having a little bit of work done in our house.
In the house, yeah.
And
yeah.
we're nicking part of our garage
yeah.
and turning it into a utility.
Which all a garage is in any house is a junk room.
It's just a junk room.
Yeah, it's a room where you put the stuff that you can't think of anywhere else to put it.
Yes.
Yeah, and rather than get rid,
Yes.
you kind of heave it into the garage.
Absolutely.
And it stays there for years.
Absolutely. So we're going to be getting a skip
Yeah.
to get rid of much of that.
Great.
Seriously.
Look at you.
And then we're doing a utility room
Yep.
just because with myself, the good lady, and 3 children,
Yeah.
there's washing everywhere
Yeah.
in the house. It is
Yeah.
a nightmare. And I know
Yeah.
during summer you can hang it outside, but it's
yeah.
not been summer
No.
for the last few months. And it just, as the kids are growing up, we're getting more and more, it's never ending. So I just wanted a room where we could put a washing machine and an airer.
Yes.
Basically, do you know what I mean? No
Yeah.
more complicated than that. So there are going to be some units in it.
Yes.
And the washing machine will go in there. A load of storage for
Yep.
pots, pans, and
Yep.
food and everything. And the airer, and more importantly, the ironing board.
Yes.
Now I don't mind doing the ironing.
I do most of the ironing.
Yeah,
in our house.
same. And that's not a slight against the good lady. I will volunteer. I say, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that.
Well, mine is.
Oh, right, okay. I'll do that, love, because you do so much. You do so much. Because to be fair, she does all the cooking. You do that as well.
I do that too. Yep.
Yes. So, I thought, well, as I'm going to be in there, you know what I'm going to need?
You're going to need some sounds of some description.
Yes.
And probably a TV.
Well, maybe a TV, we
Yeah.
shall see. But certainly, as a minimum, I'm going to need another Google Home Mini.
Yes, you are, because you want your podcast.
Because I want my podcast.
Yeah.
So I go in and I say, I don't want everybody's things to set off, so I'll not actually say it.
Is that you saying, OK, Google?
It is. And
Oops.
you can hear them.
Oh, no,
Even
it's
these are
happened.
pinging. These are pinging. Forget it. Google, forget it. Forget it. Because they do. My phone's going off now. They all start pinging. So you go, play such and such, and it just plays it.
Yeah.
Do you know what it won't play yet?
Go on.
Two White Muslims.
Why not?
Don't know why. I think it's because it doesn't pick up British ones yet.
Right.
Unless I'm greatly mistaken, for whatever reason. And I looked into it because I thought, why can't I walk in and just say, play the Two White Muslims? And it won't do it. So I can play it if I do it through my phone.
Yeah.
And it's linked. Do you know what I mean? But I can't just walk in. I can walk in and say, play Never Not Funny, and it'll play it. And I can walk in and say, play Greg Proops, and it'll play it.
Yeah.
But it won't play ours yet.
I
But I've tried it with other British ones and it won't do it with those either. And there was a thing somewhere, and I remember reading where it says, you have not received, this is not yet in the UK type thing. Do you know what I mean? So,
right, okay.
no doubt we'll get that in time. But I do that. So when I'm doing my ironing, I just listen to people talking, and it's great.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. So, on top of all the expense of putting up a wall, getting some units, moving everything, on top of that, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to buy a new Google Home Mini.
Yes.
No. No. Because as I was looking through my list, through Google and all the stuff online, to create this list, guess what pinged up? Claim your free...
No.
Yes!
That's outrageous.
Claim your free Google Home Mini. I thought, oh, I'll have a look at that one. And guess what you need to have in order to claim your Google Home Mini?
A Google Home Hub?
Well, no, a family subscription to Spotify.
Which you have.
Which I have.
Fantastic.
Because I got the family thing, because it's £5 a month to have Spotify.
Yeah.
For £15 a month, you can have 6 things.
Yeah.
So long as it's all in the same household.
Yeah.
Well, myself, 3 children, and the good lady are.
Yes.
So we all have our own. So you can be in your room saying, I want to play this, and it recognises from your voice.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You know what I mean? So you can be playing in 5 different rooms.
Yeah.
So because we have that, guess what I claimed yesterday?
You're free.
My free
Google
Home Mini.
Fantastic.
And I thought, this is just a con. This is a con. It's looking good. Oh, a little email came through from Spotify.
Right.
Or was it from Google? Maybe Google must own Spotify. Do Google own Spotify?
Probably.
It seems to be linked.
I think they own us, don't they?
Well, yeah, they seem to own much of the world. Better Buy. It's like Better Buy. Wally. You remember Wally? You know Wally. Wally. I'm saying this. We were driving a bit back, and I went, Better Buy from Wally. And Yusuf went, no, I've never seen it. Wally. Wally. I just pronounced it in loads of ways because I was convinced you'd seen it. And you just went, no.
I know exactly what you meant.
I know what you mean.
Time.
Do you mean that little robot? Yes. Well, I've never seen it, Junaid. Stop just pronouncing it in different languages.
Stop raising your voice like I'm some kind of foreigner that doesn't understand you.
So yes, Google has become the Better
people
Buy.
doing that. When somebody speaks to somebody that they perceive as a foreigner.
Oh yeah.
They speak really slowly
and louder
and clearly,
and
they shout at them.
They articulate and shout is what they do. Oh, that's going to help me learn English. So, got off with, I got an email through. Thank you for applying for your free Google Home Mini. Please complete these details. Click. Complete these details. Click. Your Google Home Mini is on its way and will be delivered in the next 14 days.
So, I need a link for that because
how cool is that?
My daughter number 2 has got Spotify.
Has she got the family one?
I think she has.
If she's got the family one, then she could get one as well.
I think she has because there are numerous accounts allowed on it.
Right. Oh, well, then
Not
she's
just
got the
one
family one.
person.
You get 6.
Fine.
Yep.
Okay. Right. We're going to be entering the world of
you go.
the Google Home.
It's brilliant. It's
I know you love it.
I love it.
You've even changed your light switches.
Changed my light switches.
You changed your plug sockets.
The TV works from it.
TV, yeah.
It's brilliant.
You love it.
Brilliant. I absolutely love it. And I'm getting a free Google Home Mini.
That's exciting.
It is.
Can I ask, how much are they normally?
£49.
Oh,
it's not a lot of money.
No, you save 50 quid.
But I'm not being funny.
Got 50
on
quid for nothing.
top of everything else, and knowing that I was going to do it, it's
Yeah.
like it's Allah patting me on the head and going, "There you go, have that."
There you
for
go.
out.
Have that for free.
Have that for now. I know. I can see you've had a bit of expense, which has turned out to be much more than you anticipated.
It always does.
It was a good idea that you thought you could do on a budget. No. Have this for note.
Fantastic.
It's brilliant. So, for everybody listening out in listening Radio Land, for all of our, and we consider you family members, for the members of our family, listening to
the
this.
4 men and a dog and 2 sisters.
4 men, dog, 2 sisters. If you have Spotify Premium, which is the family thing where you get 6 things,
6 individual accounts,
you can automatically claim your free Google Home Mini. And if you just go to Google and just type in claim free, it will type in Google Home Mini, click, and it's free.
It's fantastic.
And it's on its way. And
Fantastic.
I cannot believe it. So I'm a very happy bunny. And the temptation, what a coincidence. No, there is no coincidence.
Nope.
There is no coincidence. I know, but there's millions of people around the world going to be doing that. Yes, but I'm only bothered about me.
Yeah. You're the only
as far
one
as
that
I'm
affects
concerned, that was Allah subhanahu wa
you.
ta'ala.
You are the only one that affects you.
Exactly. Giving me a
Your
little
life.
pat on the head and saying, there you go, my love. There you go. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just for you, I'm going to get Google to give you a free home mini. There you go.
Fantastic.
There you jolly well go.
The thing is, that it's not a case of, I'm going to get Google to give you a home mini. It's not a case of that. What is the case is that was written.
That's what I'm saying.
At the dawn of time.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
At the dawn of time.
Think about
That was written that millennia later.
Yep.
Yeah. Where nobody's ever even heard of a Google Home Hub.
Just as I'm about to build a new room.
Just when you need it.
Just when I need it.
Click. There it is.
For note.
Amazing.
For note.
What's Allah?
Amazing is what Allah is. What is Allah? Amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
So I'm just like, brilliant. So I repeat, for everybody listening out there in Radio Land, claim your free Google Home Mini. It is not a con. It works. It happens. And it's brilliant.
I'm going to pick up on something that you said earlier.
Oh, yes. Okay.
About you do the ironing.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
do
I don't mind. I don't mind in the slightest. So long as I've got a podcast playing.
I hate it with a passion.
Really?
But I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, do it anyway. So I do my own ironing.
Yes.
And as far as my missus is concerned, when she needs something ironing, typically what she'll do is she'll bring it downstairs.
Right.
Yeah. Put it next to the iron.
Okay.
And then go up to the bathroom
Right.
to get herself ready. And on her way up, she'll shout, "Can you just run a quick iron over those, please?"
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you know what the response my good lady would get is?
I know that.
It's not broadcastable. I'm going to go with the broadcastable as get to. Or simply, no. I will do it if it's the night before.
Yeah.
What I will not do, and I've made this very clear over the past 15 years,
Yeah.
what I will not do is iron in the morning.
In the morning.
I won't make sandwiches in the morning.
Nope.
I won't get clothes out
Yep.
in the morning.
Yep.
I will not find shoes in the
Yep.
morning. Mornings used to be stressful.
Yeah.
Not for me anymore.
Not anymore.
The night before, because that's what I've always done. If I'm going to a meeting,
Yep.
I'll even put my wallet
Everything
in my
is
shoe.
done the night before.
Absolutely.
Everything.
Everything's. I'll even hang the shirt that I've ironed
Yep.
in front of the other shirts.
Yep.
I'll pick my suit out, get
Yep.
my tie, everything.
Yep.
Shoes clean, wallet in my shoe because I'm once left without a
Yeah,
wallet. You know what I mean? Done, sorted, ready to go. If I need lunch, it's made the day before. It's just about. It takes minutes.
Yep.
But if we get to a morning and somebody says, "Have you seen my?" No. Is the answer. Well, I'm going to be tough. You are going to have to find it.
You should have done it last night.
Should have done it last night. And I tell them before they go to bed, have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? Have you done it? So if somebody, I'm working on the good lady, was to bring something in the morning and say, can you just, no. Nope.
Do you know what?
But if it's the night before, can you iron these 50 things?
Yeah,
of course I can, my darling.
Yep.
Do you
No
know
worries.
why? Because I love you and you're
No
brilliant.
worries.
Look at our children.
No worries.
I could be no more grateful in this
Yep.
world.
Yep.
But not grateful enough to do it in the morning.
Nope, absolutely not. Mornings are a work-free zone.
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have some conversations.
Yes.
And they're going to be uncomfortable. Not
Yes.
for me. Not for me.
Well, all it takes
Not
is
for
for that
me.
first time when you go, nope.
Nope.
If you'd have given me that last night, I'd have done it. Not a problem, my love. Not a problem. Love of my life.
Yeah.
Sweet top, my little ray of sunshine.
When all around is
problem.
dark.
Not you, light of my life. Not a problem. Not a problem. This morning, no.
You're
But
my
you just sat there in your
oasis in
pyjamas.
the desert.
You just sat there in your pyjamas. I am. Do you know why I'm sat here in my pyjamas? Because I did everything last night.
Yep, because I've got nothing to do, and it feels great.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm stress-free.
But ironing, I do all of my own.
Yes.
All
Sorry,
my-
we digressed then. I went off on one.
daughter's-
Sorry, have I told you?
daughter's
Was that me telling your wife off?
I think so, yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, I'm going to play
I'll
this.
get over it.
I'm going to play this to her tonight.
Junaid says...
I'm going to make sure she listens to this
Yes. Junaid says... Oh, dear.
Ironing.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if it's offered, shall I iron your shirts?
Right.
No.
Nope.
I iron my shirts.
Yes.
Because there is a routine, there's a particular...
There's a reason.
There's a particular way
Yes.
of ironing a shirt.
Absolutely.
And if you get it wrong...
Yes. It's a nightmare.
disaster.
Because it's wrong forever.
It's a disaster.
Yes.
You can never get that crease out
Yep.
again.
Yes.
You
And then
can
you have
wash
tram
it.
lines.
Yeah.
You can kick it around your bedroom all you want, but you'll not get rid of those tram lines.
It'll never ever hang
And
right.
every
again.
time, even if it just won't hang right, that's the
No,
thing.
it won't hang right.
Yep.
It doesn't. It just
Yes.
doesn't feel. It feels uncomfortable.
And
to
there are
wear.
certain people in this world cannot get their head around that.
No,
Do you know what they are?
women.
Yes! That is exactly what they are. And the men out there are looking at their good ladies. They're right, you know.
They're right.
They're right.
I've told you
I'll
this.
tell you.
How many times did I have to tell you?
They've said all women are brilliant, mothers are brilliant, you know, and I'm with them on this.
Yeah, but they can't iron shirts. Fact.
Can't iron shirts. Fact. I'm not going to make the obvious jokes about your parking. That is just a terrible stereotype, but you can't iron shirts.
Do you know what?
Properly.
No pack, but special awareness. What's that?
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
it's so funny.
Anyway, rant over.
The three questions that run through your head when you're seeing somebody who cannot reverse park. Question number one, is it a woman?
Yeah.
And then you look, and if it isn't, question number two, did there used to be a woman? Question number three, if it's evident they didn't, is he all right?
Is he well?
Is he well? Is he okay?
Has he just had a stroke? Poor fella.
Can you taste that burnt toast? Is it
Can
like
you
you've
smell
just,
rubber?
Is it like you've just licked at top of a battery? Are you having a stroke? Can you hear me? Who's the Prime Minister?
Can you smile? Can you lift your arms in the air? Can you smile?
Do you know what FAST stands for? Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it a woman? Did it used to be a woman? Is he all right?
Is he all right? Poor fella.
Do you know, it always goes down well when I'm training a room full of men.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Not so good when there's ladies. I'll be honest with you. Oh, but if I'm going to be in trouble, you don't know where the line is till you've crossed it.
No. Well, you don't just cross it, do you?
No.
You run over it.
I leap across it.
Stamping.
Leap.
Stamping your
I
feet.
scuff it out, draw a new line. Is what I do. I make it acceptable because I say it with good humour and a big smile on my face. You get away without.
Get away with anything.
Oh.
It's true. So, for all you lady drivers out there...
No,
offence,
Ines. No, we're joking. We're joking about the driving thing. My good lady's a much better driver than me.
Yep. Mine is.
You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it because you always drive. I'm only joking. I'm joking. It's a joke. Love you.
Anyway,
think we need to
do you
move
know
on.
what else that men are really good at that women aren't?
Go on.
Making coffee.
Yes.
Do you know what we should do right now?
That.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Oh, I detect a change.
Right.
I'm detecting a change.
Yes.
Some people say I can smell it in the air.
Yeah, I smell it in the air.
I can feel it in whatever, in my bones.
Yes.
I can feel a change is happening.
Right.
And when I look outside my windows at home,
Yes.
I can actually see a slight change.
Right.
And it's a change in colour.
Okay.
It's a change in light. It's a change in the general hue
Yep.
of the outside. and there's a change in the smell of the outside. Have you noticed this? I noticed
I
this
will
at
do
this
now.
time of year,
Yeah.
every single year.
Yeah.
It's almost like you can kind of smell earth. You can smell
Right.
soil.
Yeah.
You can smell things
growth.
just waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you look at the trees and you see little buds on them,
Yeah.
and the blossoms are coming out, and
It does look lovely.
and the daffodils are open,
Yeah, and
et cetera, et
as we
cetera.
came across this morning, beautiful sunny morning.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Loving this. And I love this change. I love this season. This
Yes.
season when we just change away from winter.
Yeah.
And it starts getting a little bit more mild, and you
Yeah.
don't have to put your big woolies on anymore. And you don't
So
have
would you
to
say
wear your
spring
coat.
has sprung?
I think spring is about to, or has indeed sprung.
Ooh.
And this is, in fact, is it not the official start of springtime?
Is it?
I think it is.
Round about
I
the
think
time. It would sound about right.
The official start, because it has started.
Yeah.
And I've noticed.
Yes.
I love this season.
Yeah.
Love it. I think it's my favourite season of all.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's out of all of them. This is it.
Wow.
This is it because it's the day's getting longer.
Yes, that is
It's,
yeah.
it's nice and bright.
Seeing that, which is lovely.
It's milder weather.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lovely colours.
Yeah.
And there's lovely. Have you seen the colour of new grass and new growth on trees? And it just now.
Do you know, I don't notice things like that, but I'm going to start taking a look.
I do.
Isn't that incredible? I know it's the sun, and you're
And
right.
doesn't the Quran tell us? Yeah, just have a look around.
Yes.
If you want evidence,
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Just have a look.
Open your eyes.
Beautiful out there.
Oh.
And this is my favourite season of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not too hot.
Yes.
I'm not too cold. I don't mind being too cold.
Yeah.
You just put a coat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'm fortunate enough to be able to put the heating
Yes. Yes.
on. Yeah. I do mind it when it's too hot. Because there's only so many clothes you can take off.
Yes. Very true.
And still be decent.
Yes.
you know.
Absolutely.
And unless you've got air conditioning, which I don't have that at my house.
Fair
I don't know
comment.
about you.
No,
But
it's rarely called for in Wakefield. That.
no. So unless you've got
Yes.
that, you're just going to be uncomfortably hot
True.
all the time. And I am, and I get uncomfortably hot and don't like it.
Yes.
So summer, you can keep it. Winter, nah, horrible.
Yeah.
Unless it snows, in which case it looks
That's quite fun.
fantastic.
Yes,
Looks fantastic.
yes.
It's the first day, and then you just get sick of it.
Yeah.
But spring is my time, and I've
Yes.
noticed it's springing
Yes.
as we speak.
Very good.
Alhamdulillah.
And it is
Loving this.
beautiful.
Loving it.
It is. One of the things I like is the fact that we've put like shingly down on one side, so I don't have to mow that bit anymore. That's good news.
That
Park the
is.
car on it now. Brilliant. But yeah, to be fair, it does mean that all of a sudden you're getting growth everywhere and you're seeing colours changing and nice
Yeah.
things happening. And as you come to roundabouts, go, oh, that roundabout looks nice.
Yeah, because it's full of daffodils.
Weirdly enough, that I do notice.
Yes.
Isn't that terrible? The only thing I notice is when the roundabouts change colour.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming to spring. What makes you say that, Junaid? The roundabouts are changing.
Roundabouts have gone yellow. They've gone yellow.
They've gone yellow. There's some buds are budding.
Gone yellow.
Oh, but it's true, actually.
Fantastic.
It's very, very true. It's a nice time of year because for me, I do like summer.
Yeah, I know you
That
do.
is my
I know you do.
fave.
Yep.
I like being able to wear flip-flops.
Yep.
I like to be able to get up in the morning just thinking, I shall just sling on a T-shirt. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I love it. Love it. I love that mentality. I love being on holiday for that very reason.
Yeah.
Just the casual nature and the not having to plan.
Yep.
And then not thinking, well, what if it gets warmer? I need to put a T-shirt on and a jumper, and then I need
Yep.
to take my jumper off, but then I've got to carry it.
Yeah.
No, hate it.
Yeah.
Hate that. Summer, love it. Love it. Because it's the opposite.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. So,
Yeah. That
what,
said,
what else is new?
well, that's good for me. That's good for me. Yeah, what else is new? I'll tell you what else is new.
Go on.
You'll never guess what well, you know what I've started doing. I've been to the gym.
You've been to the gym.
I've been to the gym.
Yep.
Finally, and my wrist is hurting. I don't think it's healed. But for people thinking, what? This Junaid, I went snowboarding. I went to Bulgaria, snowboarding, had a little bit of a tumble, in case I haven't mentioned it before. I managed to break my wrist in 3 places.
Yep.
Um,
But I said,
don't go to those places again.
yes.
And as people kept saying, what were those 3 places? The top, middle, and bottom of a mountain.
Yes.
Pretty much. And it's here, but it's still sort. However,
So when you're lifting weights then,
yeah,
does it really hurt?
it does.
Yeah.
And when I drink from a can, just a twist
Ooh.
That hurts.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? And occasionally I'll pick things up and I'll twist the other way.
Yeah.
That hurt. It's incredibly painful. Now, I don't know if that's just because it was locked up for 2 months in a pot. I don't know. I don't know, but... Oh, it don't feel quite right. But it's right enough for me to go to the gym. I am so excited about going to the gym. Because...
I love it there.
Oh, well, you've been going because we joined pretty much at the same time, didn't we? Yeah.
5 weeks.
But whilst I was not able to go, you have been going. The good ladies have both been going.
They've been going virtually every day.
They've been going virtually every day. They're doing classes. They're doing the lot. It's brilliant. And you can see a difference just in attitude and mentality and invigoration, if that makes sense. It's brilliant. Well, because the good lady goes in the evening, and because I've been having work done in the house, I can't go during the day. I've gone in the morning.
Right.
6 o'clock in a morning.
Wow. How busy is it?
It's not that bad. There's plenty of people there, but there's never so many people that you can't get on a machine.
Okay.
So it's brilliant.
Right.
It's brilliant. And this is at a weekend.
And are you using machines?
I'm using the machines, yes.
Okay.
So I'm using the machines.
You're not doing the free weights then?
Not doing free weights. I wouldn't know where to start.
Right.
Not doing free weights. Using the machines. And then there's a bit in the middle, which I'm really excited to start using, which is almost like a child's playground.
Yes, it is.
And so there's a rope, and there's a continual rope. It runs around some pulleys, and you can pull this rope, pull this rope, pull this rope, and it goes round and round and round and round a pulley. Brilliant. There's a big bar that you can slot in, and you pick the bar up, take it over your head, catch it, take it over your head, catch it, take it, and you put weights on it. Brilliant. Because that, to me, is just, it's not keeping fit, it's playing. There's a ladder. That you can climb up, climb down, climb up. And people out there are thinking, what, just get a ladder? It's not the same.
No.
It's not the same.
No.
Do you know what they've got?
Go on.
Well, you know what they've got because you've been. They've got a tyre.
Yes.
They've got a tyre roll. It's not an actual tyre, it's a big padded thing, but it's basically, you know when they do that tyre roll, they lift it up, throw it over, lift it up, throw it over, lift it up, throw it over. And then there's a rope on it, so you have to drag it all the way back again, lift it over, drag. Oh, I can't wait to use that. Now, I've not used that yet because you haven't been with me.
Right.
I will do when you're there, because at the moment I'm not. I'm just like, I want somebody else there with me. You know, I don't. That sounds ridiculous. Everything else I've done, but lifting up a tyre, I'm like, no, I don't know why. I need somebody there to go. Go on, you can do it. But it's because I went to a gym about, it must be 25 years ago, and it was nothing like this.
No,
it was nothing like this. So now it's like playing.
It is.
It's like turning up and playing. It's brilliant.
I love these machines because they're idiot-proof.
Yes.
Therefore, I can use them.
Therefore, absolutely. There's a sitting-upping machine, and I've been doing sit-ups on it, and you basically you get in, lock yourself in it, and then do sit-ups.
Adjust the weight.
Adjust the weight accordingly.
And just sit up.
And just sit up.
Do you know what I really like?
Go on.
I like the pull-up machine. So you've got a pad.
Oh, yes.
That you actually kneel on.
Almost, yes, yeah.
You've got your bar at the top.
Yes.
You pull yourself up and then let yourself back down.
Oh, I've not seen that one yet.
But you're kneeling on this pad.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
You've got a counterbalance weight.
Brilliant.
So you're not pulling up your entire body weight.
I've not seen that one yet.
You can put more weight on the counterbalance. So, you know, I for example, I don't know, I haven't weighed myself. But I'm guessing I'm going to be, what, 70k?
I don't know. What's that in kilograms? What's that in popper money? I would say, what, 16, 17 stone, something like that?
I'm under 12.
I was just about to say, I bet you're about 11 and a half, which is brilliant.
Yep. Cool.
Because I was 10 and a half stone till I was 26.
Yeah.
I was 10 and a half stone from being late teens to 26. Probably about that. In all seriousness, honestly, I need to lose a bit.
No, I was joking.
But if I got to 11 and a half, I'd be over the moon.
Yeah.
I'd be over the moon.
Yeah, I'm 11 and a half. I've still got a bit to lose.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just the usual man stuff.
Yes.
I've got to lose my belly.
Yep.
You know, I had a six-pack, now I've got a barrel.
Yeah, more of a keg.
Yeah, so I need to lose that, but it's the very last thing to go.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly difficult to lose that.
Yes.
So... and underneath, if I tense my stomach, underneath that, it's rock hard.
Oh.
It is rock hard.
So if you lose that stuff, you've got a bit of a six-pack coming on.
But no, the thing is, the stuff on top of it, there's a couple of inches.
Yes.
That's it, couple of inches.
Yeah.
They say if you can pinch an inch, that's fine.
Yes.
Couple of inches, you need to lose some.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's not my problem.
Yeah.
My problem is that when I relax the muscle,
yeah,
everything underneath it kind of splodges out. It's almost like I'm just kind of bloated.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that actually is.
Yeah.
But, that's what's causing the problem for me. That's causing the problem.
Yes.
Yeah? But anyway.
But it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Love these machines.
I'm loving it.
Love them.
Loving
Brilliant.
it.
And I've taken it to the next level now.
Right.
In that I'm going on those machines.
Yeah.
I'm working on either arms and shoulders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or chest and back.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'll alternate those.
Good idea.
Yeah, because I'm working on arms. It only takes me half an hour to complete my entire routine.
Wow, that sounds about
So
right.
I can go to the gym,
Yeah.
spend half an hour in there. If I fancy, I can go and have a dip in the pool and have a play in the water.
Yep.
But if I don't, I just go home. Yeah.
Well, this is what I was
But
going
I've
to say.
also taken
yes.
to drinking protein stuff.
That was the thing that you said made the
Because
difference.
that is making a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I used to go to the gym, I used to do the weights.
Yeah.
Used to,
do a bit of weight. I used to do a bit of weight.
Used to hurt like mad the next day.
Right.
I was in agony the next day.
Yes.
But I always used to think, no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
This is a healthy ache.
Exactly.
This is how you're
It's a
supposed
good
to be.
ache. Ow,
kid you
ow.
not.
It's all good, this.
I kid you not, drinking the protein, I don't ache today. I went out and did arms last night to failure. Yeah, that was doing reps on the machines.
Yes.
At such a weight where in my last 10,
Yeah.
I could only do like 8.
Right.
And I failed to get my arms to push the weight all the way.
Yes.
So I'd failed. Yeah. And
Yes.
that is the point at which your muscle is going to build.
Yeah.
It's going to build because your body's saying
damaging it.
you need more muscle to be able to do this.
Of course, yes.
You need to be stronger than this.
Yes.
If you're going to be doing that,
Yes.
you need more muscle, mate.
Mine says that as I get out of the car.
Yeah. Stepping out of bed's bad enough. Look, if you're going to do this every day,
Yeah. What are you gonna? You want to get out of this bed?
lifting my head off that pillow.
Yes.
Well, your neck needs to be.
Absolutely. Yes. With his big head.
But honestly, drinking that protein stuff,
Wow.
I have no ache.
That's amazing.
That's a lie. I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah, but it's a good ache.
It's nothing like it used to be.
Yeah.
And maybe they're right. All these people who specialise in this stuff.
Yeah.
All these scientists and the bodybuilders themselves who drink this stuff routinely.
Yeah.
They do it for a reason. That's that you need the protein
Yes.
to repair the muscle.
Yeah.
If you don't have protein, you don't repair your muscle.
Yeah.
And that was the mistake that I made all those years ago.
Yes.
I never had enough protein.
Yeah.
And I just hurt all the time and I didn't like it.
Well, I'll tell you the mistake I've been making.
Go on.
I watched a programme recently and Eddie Hall was on it.
Who's that?
You know, he's the beast and he was world's strongest man at one point.
Okay.
And he's the guy who did, I think it's he was the first to deadlift where it was just where you literally you squat down and pick it up. You don't take not to the chest. You literally just lift it off the floor. And I think it was 1,000 pounds. I think it was a ton or something. It was some ridiculous.
That's outrageous.
Ridiculous weight, and he was the first to ever do it.
Yeah.
And he's amazing because he's actually a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But he was being interviewed, and they were saying, "Oh, you know, what's it like? Do you have to eat a lot?" And he said, when I'm in training for World's Strongest Man or when I'm going to do these weight things, I am eating from the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep.
Wow.
I am consuming 12,500 calories a day.
Wow.
A day. Now, the problem I've had is I've been doing that without the exercise. Eddie, I'm with you 50% of the way.
Eddie, you're right. You're right. And I can do that. I can do that every
I've got
day.
that bit to a T.
That's what sumo wrestlers do as
Yes,
well, isn't it?
yes,
Because
absolutely.
they look like ridiculous bloaty fat men, don't they?
Yes.
But underneath that, they are
Rock on, absolutely.
solid.
And American footballers, the guys who are on the defensive lines, you see them and you know they're all muscle. They're 6'5", but they've got a massive gut on them.
Yeah.
And you think, how? But that's what they need.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
Yep.
And the problem with them is when they stop. Well, it's like the footballers.
Yep.
Footballers, they do something like 7,000 or 6,500, 7,000 a day, calories. And the issue with footballers, they get into a habit of eating.
Yes.
They get into a habit of training. When they stop playing, they stop the habit of training, but still eat.
Still eat, yeah.
And that's why they you know, some of them
bloaty.
suffer terribly with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also open pubs.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, doing fast food restaurants.
Yes, fast food restaurant and pubs. Which ain't going to help. You know what I mean? But yes, brilliant. So I'm filled with that.
Great. Well,
Thrilled.
so
what I was going to say was...
what's your goal?
and there's one close to here. So what I was going to say was we might be able to land here at 6, do the half hour, get in, ready for a 7 o'clock start. Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Could do that. Yeah, we could do that.
So I'm tempted to try that out.
Inshallah, we'll do that.
I'm tempted to try that.
All you need to do is find out where it is.
Yes.
Let's Google map it.
Absolutely.
And off we go.
Yes.
All we need to do is set off like an hour earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 4:30 instead of 5:30.
Yeah, there you go.
I can do
Fine.
that. I can do that.
Fine.
Yeah, who needs sleep?
We sleep during the show, like most of the people listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is our bit. We can put our feet up for a change.
This, listeners, is us asleep.
Yes, this is it. This is it. Oh dear. Anyway, with that thought in
Hang on a
mind,
minute. I've just asked a question. I need an answer.
Okay.
What's your goal?
Oh, my goal
What are you
is
trying to do?
I want bigger chest, bigger arms, bigger shoulders, smaller tummy.
Yeah.
It's as simple. I want everything to move from my tummy upwards.
That's exactly what I said. I want to pump up
My legs are fine.
arms. I want to get some arms.
Yes.
Having some arms would be nice.
Yes, not like these knots in a piece of thread.
That's right, a piece of thread with a couple of knots in.
Yes.
I want some arms.
Yes.
I want back, shoulders, chest, and I want them to be quite pumped up.
Yes.
Then my belly won't look as big.
Exactly.
And that's the plan. That's the plan.
I want to be able to
And
put
I'm sticking to
clothes
it.
on and think, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Whereas at the moment, I put clothes on thinking, that disguises it.
Yes. Yes.
That hides it.
That's exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And that's
exactly
not
it.
good. It's not good.
It is, but and it's not ideal.
It's not ideal.
Ideal.
It's not ideal.
Everything's good.
Yes.
Because aren't we fortunate to be in a position where we can actually put
absolutely.
weight on?
Absolutely.
got the
And we're
food,
fortunate
we've got
where
the
we can
food,
go
we've
to
got
a
the
gym
exercise.
and cough up a couple of quid a month and actually enjoy the benefit of that. I know that not everybody can do that.
No.
I'm thrilled that we can, and I'm really excited about it. Really excited about it, yes.
So, shall we have a jam donut?
I think we should. Yes, followed by some crisps.
Right now.